was young, I've always loved writing, and people encouraged me to become an author. But the university setting wasn't for me. I actually enjoyed the one-on-one kind of dynamics that you get from college. So I applied for the journalism program, not knowing what it was all about, and I fell in love with it.
Well, growing up, I was always the kid that asked a million questions, so I figured what better industry to get into than one where I ask a million questions.
I took the program because I realized I enjoyed talking to people and writing stories, so I thought this would be a cool program.
I'm from British Columbia originally, and I was in heavy-duty mechanics, and I was playing for a team in the Canadian Junior Football League called the Okanagan Sun. I was working as a heavy-duty mechanic apprentice, but then the shop I was working at told me it was either play football or go to school, and I wanted to keep playing football, but my parents wanted me to go to school. And then I found out about Holland College, and I just wanted to be a sports broadcaster, cover football, cover hockey, because those are my favorite sports, and I love talking about sports all day. And I applied, got accepted, and then at the same time, I was talking to Coach Aaron McIsaac and Coach Zach Davidson, and they said that they would love to have me. So then after that, then I got accepted, and now I'm here.
With everything going on right now in the world, it is so important that we produce journalists who understand what facts are, who know how to fact check, who are relaying important information to the public in a way that the public can't do for themselves. You need industry professionals who are at the reins.
The Journalism and Communications program here at Holland College essentially has three streams. Most popular is the two-year diploma, and that is 2 years, 4 semesters, and it ends with an 8-week job placement. Another increasingly popular stream would be the postgraduate program. So those are people who have 4-year degrees. They come in January. And they essentially take the January to April semester, and then they come back September to December, and it's a 1-year certificate program, and then they have now specialized in whichever field they choose, whether it's journalism, communications, social media management. And the third stream would be the 4-year degree option, which is 2 years here with us at Holland College. And then we have articulation agreements with a number of universities.
If you are someone who is a little bit nosy, if you like to know what's going on in the world, if you like writing or listening to podcasts or creating your own videos on Instagram, we can help you refine those skills and become amazing storytellers.
It's a great program, lots of hands-on learning, especially in third semester. You have to do one story every week where you have to get out into the community and do something.
It's been really good. Learned a lot about broadcast and video making.
One of my favorite things is the audio podcast. So you go into the recording booth and you record whatever you want to say, and then you go back out into the lab and go on the computer. It's something called Audacity editing, and you can create a podcast. Man, it's really cool. I love doing that.
The thing I enjoy the most about the program is the practical aspects. So you get your gear given to you, so you get a camera, tripod, we call it Mojo gear, so you get mobile journalism gear as well with your phone. So you can really take your journalism anywhere you want.
So the first semester is very much critical thinking and research skills, and the second semester is really where we get into the practical hands-on, and the third semester is very similar to the second semester, but we really ramp that up and really drive home those skills and get the practice in. And for the students in either the 4-year degree or the 2-year diploma, the fourth semester is very much where they hopefully have decided what they want to do when they leave. So do I want to do journalism, social media, communications, public relations? And then, so the first half of that semester is in-house working on those skills, special projects, working on the survey or publication, and after their spring break, that's when they go out into the workplace for those placements.
We're very excited about our new online newspaper, which is Substack. We have our students are editors of the Surveyor. So the instructors, we just stand back and we let the students populate the Substack. And then of course we edit it, we check to make sure everything looks okay before it goes out. It's really a source of pride for students because You know, they know their work is going out to the public, and we have lots of subscribers.
One of my favorite sports is hockey. So through Lindsay, I got to reach out to UPEI, and I got to do color commentating for their hockey games on live stream. And I did that a little bit this year too. But they also got me an internship with the Hurricanes this year. So I do all the game day interviews for the Hurricanes and social media stuff. So I'm also getting all this hands-on experience with everyone, where if it wasn't for Lindsay and Brad and Sally, I wouldn't have opportunities. I'd just be in here in the classroom working and not actually doing what I want to do when I graduate.
For our practicum, we really focus on, we meet with students like in the fall, and we say, hey, what are your objectives here? Would you like to work with communications? Do you want to work in news? And we find them something that's going to fit them. We really try to tailor it to what the students' needs are and where they want to see themselves in terms of their jobs and their careers.
You have to be good at writing, and you have to be good at talking to people, and you have to enjoy being around people, because it definitely becomes more frequent that you're talking to people, especially in your second year. First year it may not be as much, but second year, yeah, you're going to be talking to people all the time, so you need to get used to that.
My favorite part of the program is being able to come out of my shell. And when I first came into the program, I was a bit shy. And now I have no problem going up to people and, saying, hi, how are you? Or what's your story? So I really enjoy being able to have those communication skills and being able to kind of take control of social situations when I may not have had that ability before.
They don't want you just like in third semester or specializing in one thing. They want you to be able to go out and do everything. So like if you're with CBC, you're not going to just be able to do sports. They want you to do sports, this, that, like business. And so they want to set you up for success, that you can cover anything you want. And then fourth semester you can specialize a little bit.
This program certainly requires organizational skills, research skills. We go through a lot in a fairly short period of time, but it's leading you somewhere and it's worth the effort.
The instructors in the program are fantastic. When there were days where I didn't really believe in myself, they were there to help push me through the week, and they helped me find that kind of motivation and confidence in myself that was lacking at times.
I graduated from this program a few years ago. I worked for CBC for many years, and then I was able to come back and teach students, and it is so gratifying to be able to pass along what I've learned in the trade and to see them, really excelling. It's an amazing feeling.
When you see that light bulb go off and they finally get it, and then you see them get their work published somewhere. And we have lots of students published with Postmedia and the Guardian newspaper. And the tears.
Students have an opportunity to be working in what we call our newsroom lab or our communications lab at their desks. We have a sound booth for them where they record their voices for their voiceover. We also have a studio where they go to record their newscasts, which we do every week with our second year students.
In your second year, you kind of are your own boss. So you set up the interviews, you reach out to the people, you shoot the video, you shoot the audio, and you edit it all by yourself. So it's basically your project and your product being shown.
There are so many jobs available right now, whether your choice is journalism or communications. There are lots of companies even who have in-house journalists, essentially. So they're posting jobs that you're asking for a journalist, but basically you're working internally to produce copy, to produce content, whether it's for the web, whether it's for social media. There are so many jobs out there right now.
And if you don't want to work for someone, the skills you learn here, you can self-employ. You can be a freelancer. And freelancer isn't just journalism. You can be a freelance communications expert. There's lots of companies that can't afford to hire a full-time journalist, so they hire freelancers. A lot of our students are doing freelance work before they even graduate.
I love coming to class every day. One of the things I look forward to, I get to come here, and everyone in the class is great. We all are super close and just talk all the time. I get to come here and do what I want to do, which is learn about sports, talk about sports, cover sports, and it's just my entire life revolves around it now, which is what I want it to be. So this programs provide that for me, so I'm super grateful for that.
For me, the moment that the students walk across the stage, and I usually give them a hug, and we're just so proud together about what they accomplished. It's just an amazing feeling.
I think in this program, or really any program here, reach high.
Taking this program was the best decision I'd ever made, and I'd recommend it to anybody.
anybody who is creative, a writer, or just wants to have a voice should join the Journalism and Communications program at Holland College.